Hey everyone, Tim Borys from Fresh Wellness Group. I'm here, ready to do a live workout with you. Thank you for joining me. So today, what we're gonna do is our 30-minute strength and conditioning session. As I mentioned in the previous live ones, you don't need any equipment. However, a backpack or a shopping bag filled with something heavy will be helpful. Again, you don't need it, but I want to make sure that you have what you need to challenge yourself in the way that's best for you. If you're just starting out, don't worry about adding any extra weight. If you're a veteran fitness person and you want to challenge yourself a bit more, maybe you have some light weights around the house, that's fine too. But I wanted to keep this simple. I've just got my backpack here. I don't know, probably weighs about 15 pounds, something like that. Got a little handle here, got the straps. I'll show you variations throughout the workout, and we'll jump into it shortly. I just wanted to say, as one of Canada's top 20 or top trainers of 2020, I want to thank Impact Magazine for letting me take over their Instagram feed right now, and I'm really excited to have you join me. Fresh Wellness Group is my company. We've been around for over 20 years now, and we really help people ignite their potential in life. Whether that's at work, at home, in the gym. When you're healthier, happier, and fit, life just becomes a lot easier. Your moods are better, you can accomplish more things, you're more productive, your mindset is better dialed in, and that's really what we're helping people do. So fitness is one way of doing that, but there are so many other ways. In fact, we have what we call our 4 pillars of performance: mindset, habits, movement, and fuel, in that order. If you want to learn more about that, check out freshfitness.ca or timborys.com. Happy to check it out, or happy to chat with you about those details. So let's dive into the workout. As I said, we've got strength and conditioning session today. Start with a little bit of a warm-up, pretty straightforward. Follow along. Let's see how you do. Now, one thing before we jump in, I want you to know that everything we do is about movement quality first. This isn't about trying to push yourself to the limits if you can't hold the correct form. Always say every rep needs to be perfect. If you can't do it, take a break. Make it a bit easier. I'll provide a few modifications and we'll go from there. We're going to start off with a little balance drill. Stand on one leg. Doesn't matter which leg you start with. What we're going to do, whatever leg you're standing on, take the opposite hand, come down, touch the ground in front of you. Come back up. Reach across the body, touch down. Tap it again if you need to. Touch to the same side of the body. Good. Switch legs. Touch in front, back up. Touch to the side. Across the body. Good. Shake it out a little bit. Now what we're going to do is what I call a sumo walk. So I'm going to step off to one side, turn my feet out to about 45 degrees. Think of this as a slow motion plie jump. You're going to come down like this, swing your arms back, come up and pivot. Squat down and pivot back. Squat. The idea with this one is that we're getting the hips loose, doing a bit of mobility. The idea is whole range of motion, keep the posture, get the hips opened up a little, and swinging the arms. Good. Nice. Shake those legs out. We're going to get into a little inchworm. We're going to do a couple different variations here. First one is where your feet stay stable. Walk your hands back. Only go in as far as you can with your knees straight and your palms flat on the ground. Walk back up. All the way up. Walk right in. If you can get right in, you have short legs like me, that's awesome. Some people might only get to here. That's okay. Knees straight, palms flat. Let's do one more of those ones. And back out. If you're feeling good, you want to add a little push-up in at the end, that's fine too. The next version we're going to do is where your hands stay stable and your feet come in. Right here. Knees stay straight, palms flat. Just walk the toes in. Good, hold it. Step back. Walk those toes in. Small little motions with the ankles. Step back. Let's do one more of those ones. Good. Come on up to standing. Again, if you have a long upper body and short legs like me, you can get in a bit farther, but the key thing is to challenge the back side of the body to lengthen and connect the front side of the body while it's helping stabilize and help the motion. All right. Next one we're going to do is a Spider-Man. So let's get back down to that plank position again. From here, 1 foot in. Now, if you don't quite get all the way in and you need to pull your foot there, that's fine. Straighten the back leg, push the hips to the ground, and then switch. If you notice when I switch, my back stays pretty stable. Okay? We're not going to hold this too long. The idea is to mobilize the hips, hip flexors, inner thighs. Now we're going to add a little rotation into it. Back down. Good. Add a little push-up. Rotate. Other side. Good. Nice work. We're going to go through that one more time quickly. Maybe about 15 seconds for each one. Standing on one leg. Touch the ground. This time get a little bit of a more of a knee bend into it, like a mini squat. Good. Woo. Feeling that balance. Touch to the front. Touch across. Touch to the side. Nice. Sumo walk. Let's start on this side this time. Feet out to about 45 degrees. Swing the arms down. Pivot. And notice how I'm pivoting forward and then backward. Forward, backward. Let's go one more. Good. All right. Inchworms again. Work the range of motion. Try and get a little farther. Let's go feet stable, hands moving. All the way in. All the way out. Good. All the way in. And back up. Keeping that posture, keeping the legs. Toes in this time. Step back. Walk the toes in. And step back. A little bonus on this one. Come in part way to a bit of a downward dog. Tap your head. Not too hard though. Just a little downward dog push-up. Get the shoulders extra warmed up. All right. Now we're going to get into a little agility drill. Get the heart rate up a little bit. I know it's starting to come up already. You're probably feeling a bit warm by now. That's great. What we're going to do is get those muscles firing a little bit faster. First one we're going to do is a little side shuffle with a touch. So we'll start on one side. Just going to shuffle, touch, shuffle, touch. Now if you have more room in the space you're in, take 2 shuffles. 1, 2, 1, 2. The idea here is to be casual across the middle and then load on that side. Now you're going to notice as we go through these exercises, I'm going to stop, demonstrate, talk a little bit every once in a while. I want you to keep going, unless of course you need to take a break. Good. Whew. Shake those legs out. Now what we're going to do is a little lateral hop and hold. Start on the one side. I'm starting on my left leg. Hold here. We're just going to hop and hold. Hop and hold. Little speed skater hop. Woo. There goes my balance. That's why we do these. Balance is a trainable skill. Good. Shake that up. We're going to go into a 2-foot hop. Side. Now when I hop, if you notice, I'm dropping smoothly into it. Soft. soft. We call this triple extension and triple flexion when we land. Couple more. Good. Shake that out a little. All right. Fast feet. We're going to do a little speed drill here to get things firing faster. Call this breakdown drill if we do it in football or some type of sports activities. So I want you to get going like this. And when I say down, you pop down and hold in the plank. And then you pop back up. Keep the feet going. All right, ready? Fast feet. Down. Down and hold. Hold there. Breathe, breathe. Hold this plank. If you're looking from the side, it's like this. Pop back up. See the posture, hips are down a bit. Keep it rolling, down and hold. Back up. Down, up. Good. Two more. Fast feet, down, up. Fast feet, a little lower. Back up higher. Hold. Hold here. Good. So you're probably breathing heavy now. That's okay. Pop back up. That's the goal. We want that heart rate up. Next one we're going to do, legs are probably feeling that a little bit. They're nice and warm. We're going to do a little hop and hold again. This time we're just going to add a 90-degree turn into it. Hop, hold, and then turn back to the middle. Hop, turn the other way. Hop. Good. These are low impact hops. We're not landing hard and really solid. We always say, pretend you're landing on eggshells. Let's go again. Hop. Even if you're jumping really high, jump. Jump. Good. Soft landings. I've seen 300+ pound linemen in football land where you can barely hear their feet hit the ground. If they can do it, I know you can. From a modification, just do little mini hops, or don't even come off the ground at all. That's okay. Practice squat, standing, squat, even up to the toes, and then back down. All right. We're going to challenge it a little bit. This time we're going to do a 180. So I'll start here. We're going to go jump, 180, and 180. Soft landing. Let's go. Jump right into it. Pardon the pun. Up, jump. Soft landing again. Notice that posture at the bottom. Sternum is right over top of the middle of the feet. Two more. Two more each way. There you go. Good. Woo. All right. Ready to go through those again? Let's just take a shorter break through it, like maybe 15 to 20 seconds on each one. Ready, side shuffle, touch, go. Touch. And we call it a touch, like it can be a ghost touch down at knee level. If you want to touch the floor, go ahead. Shuffle, shuffle, good. All right, last one here. Whew. Shake those out. Couple lateral hops and holds. Stick that landing. Stick the landing. If you feel that wobble, come back in, dial in the posture and the core control, and hold it. Try not to let that leg swing behind you. Keep that hip and core stability going. All right, 2 leg hops, sideways. Remember, soft landing. Nice. Last 2. All right. Shake those legs out. You're probably starting to feel them. All right. Fast feet with the plank hold. I'm going to do this from a 45-degree angle so you can see. This time, we're going to add a couple little variations into it. Ready? Fast feet. Get them going. Up here, hands up front, athletic position, hold. Hold it there, back up. Go, 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 hold. Good. Lower. Higher. Lower. Plank. Hold that here. Up to the side, hold. Up to the side, hold. Back up. Keep it moving. Woo! Okay. Now we're going to get into our jumps again. 90-degree to start. Soft landing. Go for a little extra height on these if you want. Right up. I'm going to go into 180s right now. If you feel like trying a 3/4 turn, a 270, or a 360 even, within your own limits, go. Give it a try. All right, last two. Awesome. Shake it out. Very good. We got the conditioning portion out. Notice I'm breathing heavy. I'm working hard too. I'm working with you. Okay, now we're going to get into the strength aspects. I'm going to bring in my backpack. First one we're going to do a bit of a shoulder, torso mobility and bracing one. Just grab your backpack, top and bottom, or sides, your choice. We're going to go up and around the head. Look at that. All my treats are falling out. I did demo this earlier, and then I forgot that I put other things in. All right, holding on, up and around, up and around. Notice how the torso stays the same, and my hands move around the body. Good, let's come down and do that in a squat position. Nice. Same posture. If we look from the side, posture's in place, and we're moving it around the head. Good. Now, a couple options for our next exercise. We're going to do some back lunges. If you're wearing a backpack, just put it on like that. If you have one of the grocery bags, just bear hug it. Hold it in front of you, or hold it like that. Your choice. I'm going to put it on my back. Just a little extra resistance from here. I'll do it on a 45 so you can see. Back lunge, come up and hold. Now when we get to here, what I want you to think about is pulling this knee up, straightening the bottom one, lengthening your posture, and compressing your abdomen. Up, hold. Good. Now the depth we go is all dependent on our ability level. We can go here, we can go a little lower, and we can go right down as long as sternum here is over top of the arch of the foot. Up and hold. And if anyone wants to know why that is good versus this, I'd be happy to tell you. In fact, I've got some other videos on it, but you can message me at Tim Borys or at Fresh Fit Calgary, and we'll go. Let's switch legs. Up, hold. Here, hold. Good. Lengthen, compress. Keep going. Hold. Hold. Good. We got a couple more reps on this leg. Up and hold. Make sure you lengthen. Compress that abdomen. Go again. There. Woo. Now, right here, I like to hold either the straps together like this, or even just on the top if you have a top handle. From here, wider stance. We're gonna lunge over top of that outside leg, step together, and swing the backpack out to the side. So here we've got a lot going on. We have to load into this glute, our core is tight, our shoulder's getting a workout. This is less about the shoulder, more about how much power that leg drives through. If we look from the side, here. There you go. Notice that posture stays the same. Good. Fantastic. Switch sides. From here, load on the other leg, swing. And the drive leg is what's producing the power for you. Power. If you get to here and this is happening, dial in that pelvic tilt. If you're here, lengthen out the posture. So lengthen the spine, compress the abdomen. Notice how we keep coming back to those in all the different exercises. There are certain fundamentals that go across all different exercises you're going to do. And when you know those things, every workout, every fitness plan, every exercise you try is going to be much easier because you know the fundamentals. All right. Whew. Let's put the bag off to the side. Actually, we can keep the bag. If you want to do this with a little extra resistance, go for it. This one's going to be push-ups. Now, we can do it from the ground. We can do it from an incline. If you're at home and you're at a kitchen counter, that's fine too. It doesn't matter which level you're at, as long as you're doing them correctly. Key things we're looking for here. Mid-chest, between the hands. Not your nose, but mid-chest. Draw a triangle. Touch the nose to the top of that triangle and back up. Core stable. Make that triangle work. Nice and slow, controlled. I'm not worried about how many you get. I just want to see you do them correctly. If this is happening, or this is happening, set that plank, drop to the knees if you need to. In fact, I'd rather you go up to an incline than drop to the knees, but sometimes that's the only option you have at the moment, depending on where you are. Last 2 reps. Good. Okay. Back up. Now, flip the backpack off. Grab on each end. We're going to do a little, I call this a multi-hinged row. So we're going to hinge, row in this way, bring the arms overhead, swing to the side, swing to the side. Row, overhead, side, side. Notice how the posture stays the same. Row, overhead, side, side. Let's go 2 more rounds through. Maintain that posture. Kegel, core, bracing, super strong. When you do that well, this is an extremely strong position to be in. But if you're not, it's a recipe for back pain. So learn how to dial this in. Good. Next one we're going to do. Grab your backpack like this. We're going to do a squat to rainbow, I call it. Squat down. Now when we squat, our torso is coming right down the middle. We're just going to turn our upper body to the side without collapsing in the knee. Now we come up and over and squat down the other side. Up and over. Woo! Yeah. Good. Now if you want to add a little jump into it, that's fine, as long as you maintain position. All right. Take a little break from the backpack for a minute. This next one, if you want to use the backpack on your back, go for it. I'll demo it without. From here, let's go. I'll go straight sideways. This is called a beast crawl. Lift the knees off the ground. Maintain that posture. One hand, opposite knee. Move at the same time. You should be able to do this slow and controlled. Notice how the posture stays the same. And then we come backwards. Slow, controlled. If you could stop in the middle, that's exactly what you want. That's how controlled you are. This looks easy. It's more challenging than you think to do. All right. Next one we're going to do is grab a mat. If you don't have a mat, you can still do them. That's fine. From here, we're going to do rolls, and then I'll show you the more advanced progression. Right up, lift arms and legs, hold there. First progression is just hold. Second one is lift one hip off the ground without touching the arm or the leg. Come back down, touch the middle, up, other side. Now if you can, roll right to the back without touching the arms and legs. Roll right across. Good. Again, those are much easier than you might, or much more challenging than you might think. Okay, we're going to do a very, very quick round through a few of those exercises at the end, so I want to show you a couple different progressions you can do. Let's go mat off to the side. Okay, backpacks. So instead of the back lunge to balance, from here, where we did this one, back lunge to balance, what we're going to do is add a little power into it. Here, hold at the bottom, up, hop. Same technique applies. Sternum over top of the arch of your foot. Up, hold. Good, switch sides. Hold, up. Whoa, as I fall off balance. That's what happens when I'm looking at a camera instead of looking at my balance point. Good. Up, hold. Nice. Fantastic. Right here, this one to the side. Last time we did pretty stationary with the feet. What we're going to do is step into it, hop together. Step into it, power out of that leg. So you're throwing yourself sideways, maintaining that technique, power. Let's switch sides. Power. Whew. When you get the connection with the core, you'll be amazed at how much power you do get out of that leg. If this isn't stable, your leg's like a wet noodle, and so is your spine. You're not going to be able to generate any power. All right. Let's go into the push-ups. This time, I'm going to leave the backpack off. If you've got your chair there, just put your feet up on a chair. All right. From here, this is a more advanced progression. Push-ups this way. Same technique applies. Create that triangle with your hands and your nose. Easier progression here. Chest still comes down between the hands, and your nose comes out to that triangle. Couple more reps. All right. Whew. Let's grab your backpack again. We've got our hinged multi-row. My backpack's coming undone. There we go. Right here, up, overhead. Now, if you want to try this with one leg, same thing. Up, side, side. You might need to tap for balance, but it's way more challenge on the leg and the core. If you want to go a little heavier, keep 2 feet on the ground. And it doesn't matter which order you do the 4 motions in, as long as you get through each one every round. Nice. All right. Need the backpack again. Jumping rainbows. So last time we did either here and here, or with the jump. This time we're going to do a little 180 one. This is for those of you who want to take it to that next level. All right. Hold the backpack tight between your legs. You're going to go up, 180, up, 180. Create a bit of momentum. The key thing is to control that momentum on the way down. Think of it like there are lots of kettlebell or Viper ones you can do with this. Same principle applies with the backpack. Let's do 2 more on that. Here. Whoo. Nice. Okay. Now, instead of beast crawl this time, we're going to do, just starting in the same position, we're just going to do a little over-under. Now, there are lots of different variations of this one. This is a bit of a brain muscle one. It's going to lead us into our cool down. Start with hands and knees. both knees off the ground. Posture is good. You're gonna lift your right hand and your left leg. Now, you can just rotate that left leg underneath. You can kick it out. You can tap the hand down. You can come into crab pose. The key thing is that we're controlling this shoulder joint through an entire range of motion. Stabilize, stabilize. Let's go to the other side. Pick up your left hand, your right leg. Turn underneath. Either kick that leg out or tap it down. Come underneath. Remember, this shoulder's going through the full range of motion now. In a stable, controlled way. All right, let's go into our cool down. You're probably working pretty hard. This one here, I'm gonna go 90 degrees at the front, 90 degrees at the back. And we're just gonna slowly add some what we call movement drivers into it. So my hips are bound up tighter than a drum. So I'm really working on them. Some of you, this might not seem hard at all. A lot of people out there, just even getting into this position is hard work. From here, I want you to take your chest and your hand and reach forward across the front leg. Come back, reach back behind you, and even down toward the ground. Try and keep the knee, ankle flexed at 90 degrees on both legs. Reach forward and reach back. Lengthen the spine, compress the abdomen, forward and back. One more time. Good. One of the key things about mobility that most people forget is that mobility and flexibility are not the same thing. Flexibility, let's reach with the other side, is your ultimate range of motion. Doesn't matter how you get there, if a joint can get to a certain range of motion, there's your flexibility. Mobility is typically smaller or less than flexibility, but it's the controlled range of motion you can get. So if you can jump down into the splits and get right down there, that's awesome. But can you get yourself into the splits from an active standpoint without gravity pulling you into it? Same thing, if someone yanked your arm and you go like this, that's flexibility to get your arm down the back of your back, but can you do it without your other arm, and how far can you reach? Often it's a lot less. So mobility is what we want to improve. Flexibility can actually become a liability if it's not correlated very closely with mobility. All right, so what we're gonna do on the next one is get up to kneeling. Most of you have done this one before, probably a million times. 99% of people don't do it correctly or effectively. Lengthen the posture, compress the abdomen, set that pelvis neutral. A lot of times you'll feel just a stretch right here. You might need to lunge into it a little bit, but the key thing most people do is this, and they arch their back. Set those lines, compress the abdomen. You don't have to come forward very far. Now this is where it really starts to change. What I want you to do is squeeze that glute, not with your hand, but tighten up the muscle. Okay, just by doing that, you're sending a signal to the brain that to let this front side of the hip release a little bit. Squeeze it tight. Now what I want you to do is press the foot into the ground and the back knee into the ground and try and pull them closer together. So you activate hamstring, you activate quad, hip flexor, and abs while you're squeezing your glute. Here, now we get a lot more activation through that leg. We can lunge into it a little farther. Set here, squeeze the glute, try pelvic tilt, posterior, like spill water over the back of that bucket, and then bring the legs together, tighten it up. This is not your average passive stretching. This is active mobility. We're trying to improve range of motion. We're trying to improve muscle activation at various ranges of motion, and that's key. Most people sit placidly or passively at a stretch. Sorry, wrong leg. We gotta switch legs. Up tall, core tight, a little forward hip shift, tilt that pelvis backwards, Fire the glute. Should be solid. Now what we're going to do is pull the feet closer together. Angle it. Tighten up that core. This is active. It's a bit of work, but you'll be amazed at the difference it makes in how your body responds, rather than just, oh, I'm doing a hip flexor stretch, and you're just relaxing your core. Get up here, lock it in, spend less time doing it, but do it properly, and you'll see way better difference. All right, up to standing. Hands behind your back, straighten your elbows, roll your shoulders back, and try and pull your hands away from your body. Again, we don't want to arch the back this way. Set those lines, compress the core. Now, if you don't know what set those lines means, that's my way of saying compress the abdomen. And if you drew a line here and a line here, most people go like this all the time. We want to pull those lines in together while lengthening the spine. All right. Up and over. Now we talked about mobility. We're going to do some active mobility here. Make a fist, over, under. Get it as close together as you can. And then switch the other side. Good. Switch. Whew. And switch. Shake the arms out. You can get a couple wrist stretches. And there are 1,000,001 stretches we can do. Continue mobilizing. Continue getting all the joints in your body through a full range of motion. I thank you so much for your time today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Again, connect with me at FreshFitCalgary or at Tim Borys on Instagram, Facebook. Happy to chat and help you out with any of the health, fitness, wellness challenges that you have. Again, remember the 4 pillars of performance: mindset, habits, movement, fuel. Most people know they want to get fit and lose weight, but fitness and nutrition are rarely the solution. It's usually mindset and habits first, and then the rest falls into place pretty easily. So if you've been struggling with that, let me know. Happy to help. Thank you so much. We'll see you again soon. Whew.